So today is January 11th, current day, and we are pregnant. And it feels so good to share this with you guys. Finally, we've been keeping it to ourselves for a little while. I thought that I would give a little bit of the background story and kind of stuff like that, since you guys weren't along for the ride this time, at least in the beginning. So if you are new to my channel or my videos, we had a very long 2018 of trying to conceive. We had 3 miscarriages last year, and the last one was in November. And when we had that 3rd miscarriage in that year, we said that we wanted to take a break. I came on here and I told you guys we were going to be taking a break. I wanted to focus on more being husband and wife and less like baby making machines. I don't know. I wanted to focus on other things and just kind of get away from something that had brought us a lot of pain in 2018. And we were not actively trying in December, but we also weren't going to prevent either. So that's kind of where we were. So I guess first things first, we did have date night, and it was the morning after date night that I realized that I had in fact ovulated on date night. So I thought that was pretty funny, but I literally let it go in one ear and right out the other because, like I said, we weren't trying and I just wanted to focus on other things. So a couple weeks went by and I started to feel strange. I didn't really have like any dead set symptoms or anything. I just felt strange. Like, that's the only way I can describe it. So I took an ovulation test. I'll be inserting pictures over the screen here so you guys can see. But yeah, I took an ovulation test and it came back super positive, which I thought was pretty telling. Honestly, I have taken ovulation tests before my period, and when I'm not pregnant, they start negative, but when I am pregnant, they do tend to be positive. So I thought that that was a pretty good sign, and our kind of philosophy for the couple months we were going to take a break was that we were not going to test unless I missed a period, and that's what we were going to stick to. My period was set to come on a Wednesday. I had taken that ovulation test on a Monday, and when Wednesday came and no period showed, that night I told Mark I couldn't wait any longer. We needed to take a test in the afternoon, which we were ready to like see negatives just because it wasn't first morning urine or anything like that. Also, the day of my missed period was only 10 days past ovulation, so still really early, but they all came back positive. And it was pretty crazy. Even though we were really kind of expecting it because of the ovulation test, like I said, just our history with that, it was still kind of shocking to us that it did end up being positive. And we were like, okay. And there was some reasons why we decided not to film this time, and I'm just gonna kind of keep those to myself because even though we are taking you guys along, I still feel like it's a daily decision for us to decide what we want to share and what we don't want to share, and just know at that point in time we wanted to take that moment for ourselves. And it just felt like our own little secret, which was really fun. And we did end up telling our families on Christmas, which was great. And I got to meet with my OB the day after Christmas, so it had been a week since we had found out. And that appointment originally had been to discuss more testing for miscarriage because I made it back in November when I did miscarry. And it ended up being more about pregnancy. So he said he just wanted to start off with an ultrasound because I did not have a period in between pregnancies that obviously we weren't exactly sure. I felt pretty confident because of my Ava bracelet when I ovulated, what the date of conception was, and so far so correct. And he wanted an ultrasound done, which we just had that ultrasound done 2 days ago on a Wednesday, and it went perfectly. We got to see the little baby, and it was 6 weeks and 4 days, which is exactly what I was, and the heartbeat was 144, which was great, and it was all good. And I actually met with my midwife today. I will be seeing a midwife. She does consult with my OB about ultrasounds and, you know, kind of treatment, courses of treatment, I guess is the way to word it, they do discuss things, but I meet with her primarily. And she said because of my history, if you guys are new to my channel or my videos, I've had in total 5 miscarriages. And over the past last year, in 2018, I had 3. 2017, I had 1. And before my 2 living children, I had also had 1. So I have a lot under my belt, and because of that reason, they have decided for the first trimester they are going to kind of keep me under a close eye. And I have another ultrasound in 2 weeks, so I'll be, I think, almost 9 weeks basically. I'll be like 8 weeks and 6 days at that one, so almost 9 weeks. And we're gonna check on some stuff and just make sure everything is going how it should. And they said everything looked great. I do have one of those subchorionic hematomas, I believe is what it's called. And I kind of had an inkling that I did because the ultrasound tech asked me while she was doing the ultrasound if I had had any bleeding. And then I felt like in the pictures, you know how they keep ones for themselves, for the doctors to look at, I felt like I could see it. In our ultrasound pictures, a tiny bit, but I'm not sure that that's where it is. She said that mine is tiny. I did not ask for an exact measurement because less is more with me. I used to be the other way around, but when it comes to pregnancy, when it comes to my history, less is more. I put my full faith in my doctors because they know more than me. They are the professionals. So if they say it's tiny, they say right now it's nothing to worry about, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not going to Google it. I'm not going to search for symptoms or anything like that, but it is there. So we do know that if there is any bleeding that comes up, that is also something that could be causing it, which makes me feel a little bit less stressed out knowing that. But other than that, everything is really great. And I've been having a lot of symptoms. I don't know if you guys can tell right now, and I don't know if you've been able to tell in my previous videos, like especially the Christmas haul. I am so out of breath already. I don't know why that is, but any little thing that I do, I'm really out of breath. I'm realizing that I'm turning blue. I probably have been blue for quite some time, but I'm in Sophie's room and it's like the only place that I could go, so hopefully I can edit that a little bit. But no, everything has been going really good. It's the most confident that I've felt in a pregnancy thus far, honestly, in our entire journey to get here. I don't know why, I can't explain it. All things considered, I probably shouldn't be, but as soon as we saw a positive pregnancy test, I just felt like this was it. I have several symptoms, which has been different from all my other pregnancies. This pregnancy, I've had a lot of different symptoms. None of them are really too constant. It varies from day to day what the strongest one is, but I'm totally okay with it. Every bit of nausea, every bit of headache, every bit of out of breath, backache, whatever it is, I'm cool with it. You can keep on growing, use my body, do what you need to, grow, baby, go. So yeah, everything's good right now, and that's about everything that I have to tell you. I am 6 weeks, 6 days today, so tomorrow I'll be 7 weeks pregnant. So I just hope that my hematoma thing keeps getting smaller and baby just keeps getting bigger and everybody's healthy and that we have a living child come August 31st. So that is my due date. I guess I should have thrown that in there somewhere. But yeah, of course, you guys will be getting updates. I will update you when we know more about the ultrasound and stuff like that. I just wanted to share this with you guys. We're really excited. And yeah, I guess that's a good note to end on. It was a good note to end on in 2018, all things considered. So if you guys have any questions, you can leave them down below. I'll do my best to answer them, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks for watching.